second. Awesome. Welcome, guys. We're so excited that you got through this 14-day training. Amy, you want to talk to everybody who's listening, whether they kept up with the assignments or not?
Yeah, absolutely. First of all, welcome to our team. We are so excited to have you on. And I'm just going to throw this out here because you guys are a part of an awesome team. I'm just going to put that out there. We are doing amazing. We are growing every single year. And this year, we are number 365 in the company out of 400,000 coaches, and we are ranked number 49 in the whole Northeast. Yes, so it's just amazing to just see, when you stick to something, you might not know how you're going to get there or how this is going to all work, but you just believe it and you just never give up. And it's just amazing to see where we are right now. So if you're watching the recording and you're like, oh, I didn't even start the training yet, or I've fallen behind, totally cool. We have a new training that is coming up on August 23rd, which is a Monday. We're going to be holding it in a private group on Facebook. So it is going to be a little bit more self-paced, and you can find every single post in the guide section, a little bit more organized and self-paced for you guys. So if you're like, yes, I need to do that, reach out to your coach that invited you here and we will add you to that group.
Yeah, also, if you have anybody in mind that you were thinking about for coaching as well to build your team, like if you have a good friend or somebody who's already a customer that you think would make an awesome coach, next week we'll be doing a coach info session, and you can have them join that training on the 23rd, right? So 23rd is next, not this Monday, but the following Monday, correct? And during this week, I'll have to look at the review dates, but we'll be having a coach info session soon. So if you want them to have information, if you want them to get started even prior to that, reach out to your coach, have them join the coach info session group so they can just look over what we did last time, which is super easy to do. Anyway, so never count somebody out. Ask them if they're interested in learning how to earn money with you and see what they say, because it's just like challenge, getting somebody in a challenge group. Excuse me, if you can grow your team, then the higher your residual income will be, which is super awesome. So, and the more fun you have, seriously, if you build your team of people that you like, awesome, even cooler, right? So we're always adding people to the team who have a passion for helping others, who want to work on their own health and fitness, and who would love to pay it forward to other people with their health and fitness, which is super great. Okay, so
adding,
go ahead.
When you help somebody get started with a challenge pack, it's freaking awesome, right? It's like you're helping your first person, like, oh my God, this is so excited, they're joining us. And it's like quick money, it's quick cash. And I call it play money, it's nice money to get your hair done or put some gas in your tank, but it's just quick money. If you really want to build a business that gives you that residual income every single week, so you can actually go to the beach, enjoy your time with the family, and you still earn a full-time income that week. If you're looking for that big residual income, is getting your customers to fall in love with our products and what we do and just become Beachbody advocates. Get them to start coaching and build a team of your own. When you start building a team and getting other coaches underneath you, is really when you start finding that residual income. So don't be afraid to be talking to people that need this in their lives. There's so many people that are financially hurting right now, and this could be their saving grace. So inviting them to join a coach info session, and then just transferring them into the new coach training and getting them started. We have everything in place for you to help them. So I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, no, and it's also, think about it this way. So many people are looking for a passion. They're looking for something that's going to make an impact on other people's lives. And what we do as coaches, bringing people into challenge groups, definitely makes an impact on their life. But if you take it up a notch and have them join the team and give them this thing that's bigger than them that they can work towards to help other people, even better. Like it's so fulfilling and rewarding. It's hard work, but it's super rewarding too. And so something to think about. Now let's move on real quick to some shout outs, because the two ladies who are on here now are the two ladies that we're shouting out. So awesome job to Yuritsa and Samantha for getting your first customer to join on board. That is freaking awesome. I'm sure you guys feel very fulfilled, right? You know that you're making a difference in somebody else's life, and we are so super proud of you guys. So woo! Yeah, so proud of you. Amy, you got something to say? Or not?
Yeah, I was gonna try to find a music so we can like celebrating you guys real quick. Crisscross makes you want to jump. Are you guys like, that's old school.
Oh man. So, you know, sometimes our coaches are really young and they look at us like we're absolutely insane with our 90s music, but whatever, we don't care. We're kicking it with the 90s. Okay. So anyway, congratulations guys. And listen, for everybody listening who might not have gotten a customer yet, it takes time. The biggest thing about this company is that you need to have patience. You have to. Your focus should be on your consistent daily actions, not the outcome. If you are consistently daily putting in the work, then within a couple months, it'll start coming, right? But you have to be consistent with the daily work that you're putting in. So focus on that consistent daily effort. It's just like your health and fitness journey, right? If you have 50 pounds to lose, 20 pounds to lose, even 10 pounds to lose, even if it's your last 5, sometimes it's a pain in the butt, right? It takes time and it takes being consistent. And if you're not, right, like if you're not consistent and you lose 5 pounds one week, but then you drop off, then you gain that 5 pounds the next week, right? You got to be consistent over time and be patient and keep it going. So same thing here, you will get the results. You just have to keep putting in the consistent daily effort. Okay, awesome. So a couple updates we want to make sure that you guys know about before you move on to your next like kind of training that we're going to share with you is 2 things. They're the Team Beachbody Coach 411. So write this down. Team Beachbody Coach 411. I'll say it again. Team Beachbody Coach 411. That is actually on Facebook. If you type it in, you'll find it. Team Beachbody Coach 411, right? And it's an actual page. Can you see this? No, you probably can't. There. Team Beachbody Coach 411. It's a page. You go on there, you like it, right? So subscribe, like, whatever you want. Anyway, that is where on Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern, there's a full wide company call. It's live. It's streamed live in that group. Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern. And they talk about all updates, sales, everything going on. Thank you so much. Updates, sales, everything going on for the week. They also will share a success story from a coach, and that coach will give their tips of what they do that's working right now, which is really important because guys, things change often. Just in today's world, things change often, right? But things change often in social media as well. And in coaching, there's principles, but then there's strategy, and the strategy, it often changes. So if you stay in touch with these calls, then you'll know what's going on with Beachbody, what the sales are, what kind of promotions are going on. And you'll also be able to listen to someone who's getting success right now. The other thing is when you go Diamond, you get a shout out on the national wake up call. So go Diamond to get your shout out. If you don't know what Diamond is, ask your coach. We will be glad to share the information with you. So that's the national wake up call. Get on the group or page, like the page, and put a timer into your phone and a schedule. If you can't make it live, if you can't watch it live, put a time later on Monday to go in there and watch it. Okay, it'll be there. It was, they're streamed live. So that's that one group. The other group that I want you to know about, and time schedule thing that you want to know about, is the Destiny United group in Facebook. If you haven't been added to it yet, ask to be added. It's just Destiny United. Somebody will accept your request if you're, went in and requested it. And this is where we just kind of put information throughout the week. If something's important, we'll post it in there. So make sure your notifications are on for the group. And every Monday or Sunday, Monday, depending on the day, the week, Amy will update the announcements, and it'll have the schedule for the week of what's going on our team, including customer resource items. So you can see there, it says what's going on for the team and for customers. So it says Monday, it has the national wake up call with the link for the 411. Also at night, there's a team huddle. So you can hop on that Zoom if you'd like to work together and do some power hours, inviting, connecting, following up. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, it just encourages you for the power hours. Thursday is rank day and pay day. So you'll want to, that sweet reminder to go in your back office and see how much you got paid. And the team event in the evening. So the team call Thursday night is at 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is also recorded and then posted into this group. So put that on your schedule as well. And those are the two calls throughout the week that we say keep in touch with, because the national wake up call will give you all the updates, and our team call will give you like a review of the updates and also important information that is specific to our team. Our awesome, growing number 49 in the Northeast. We just found out, so we're super excited. Number 49 in the Northeast region team, super awesome. Anyway, you'll want to stay in touch with us through that. Also recorded, like I said, if you can't make it live, that's fine. But if you can make it live, put it on your calendar, because it's so much fun getting together with our team. So much fun. Friday, we have live meal planning with Kaylee's, and that's for all customers. And Saturday, we have coffee talk in the morning. For the first couple weeks of the month, just not including the last week of the month, we'll have fit party. So much fun, and that will always keep you updated. So you're going to want to check that every Monday or Monday morning, Sunday evening. Do you always put it on Sunday evening or sometimes Monday? You're muted.
I usually do it on Saturday, but I just wait until the Beachbody tells me what the national wake up call is going to be. And they didn't tell me that until today for some reason, which was a Sunday. So.
Okay. All right, cool. So
Sundays.
Stay in touch with that.
Yeah.
Really important post. Okay. So those are the only two schedule things that we feel like is really, really important to know, to stay on top with for the week. But the last thing we really want to talk to you, one thing we want to talk to you about, because we didn't really review it, we realized it was missing from the training, is making sure that you're adding your customer right away after they make a purchase, how to add them to the Bod group in the app. So many of us, after you help a person get started with a challenge pack or whatever it is that they're purchasing, right? Your sponsor coach or your upline coach who runs challenge groups, they will have a Bod app challenge group, most likely, like a group in Beachbody On Demand app. And they might also have a Facebook group. So you need to reach out to your coach and make sure you know how to add your customers to that group. First, you have to be an admin. So you have to be added as an admin. If you're a brand new coach and you get added as an admin, you'll also get extra coupons for your upcoming customers. And then also, you need to know how to send the customer the invite as well to get into that group. So make sure that you're reaching out to your coach and know how to do that. And that's what you're going to do with them right away, right? And then your specific coach will have something for them. So whether it be like a PDF on how to get started, or a text message, or an email, or what have you, ask your upline coach who runs your challenge groups exactly what they do, what they send out to your new customer, to make sure that they're getting started right. Okay, so that's important. Okay, next we want to talk real quick about goals and vision setting, which is seriously the thing that lights me up the most, to be honest. I want you to grab a piece of paper and a pen. Make sure you have it on hand, because we're going to do some just scratching away on what we would love to accomplish. So I really want you to think about this. I want you to put all preconceived notions behind you, which is hard to do sometimes, right? Like, let's just think outside of the box for a minute. If you could earn whatever amount you want with Beachbody, right? Whatever amount you want. So let's say there's no limit. Maybe you could earn 100,000. Maybe you could earn 50,000 a year. Maybe you could earn 5,000. I don't care what it is. Think as high as you possibly can. how would that change your life? And what's the number that's coming up in your mind? Okay. I want you to just start jotting it down. Like, what would I love to see happen? Right? Like outside of the box, not do I think I could make it happen, but what would I love to see happen? Right? So start brainstorming. I'll tell you some of the things that I've heard people say, and I'll tell you some of the things that I've thought in the past. So I was at home. I was a stay-at-home mom. You go ahead and keep writing down while I talk, okay? I was a stay-at-home mom, but I just came home from working. And so I was a newly stay-at-home mom. And when I got started, I was like, it'd be really freaking cool to make $2,000 a month. Like that was my thing. I thought it would be like the coolest thing to make $2,000 a month. I don't know why that number stuck in my head, but it really, really did. And I started kind of thinking, well, I could take my family on vacation without it touching the budget, right? I also thought this could really answer the problem of me and my husband fighting constantly about buying organic food. Like that was a big thing. We would fight all the time. I'm like, no, dude, I don't care that it's expensive. I'm buying it. Like we'd fight a lot about it. And then I would get mad when he'd come home grocery shopping and it wasn't all organic. So that was like a big thing for me. But going on vacations was big for me. Not having credit card debt was big for me. That was really big. I just wanted it all paid off and I didn't want to have to worry about it ever, ever, ever again. I couldn't stand paying the fees on my credit card. Like, why are we paying $300 a month in fees? Like it was eating away at me big time. I really wanted like stretching it. I was like, well, I would really like to have a newer car. I couldn't stand having a junky car. I hated it. It wasn't necessary though, so we didn't do it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't a necessary thing, so it was put on the back burner, but it would be nice. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna write that down too. I also never wanted to go back to work ever. I was like, never, ever, ever do I want to have to go back to work. And if this can prevent that from happening, that would be really awesome. It was a really big thing for me. Other things that I've heard other people say, also credit card debt, I hear that a lot. Vacations, I hear that a lot. Does anybody, I would love to hear what comes to mind for you guys. Like what kind of things sound really cool for you that, you know, you're not sure if you'd hit it or not, but it would be really awesome. What were some of your things? Amy, you can, I know yours, but I want you to share them when you got started.
Okay, so when I first got started, I just wanted to pay for my Shakeology because honestly, that's all I really knew. So I just wanted to get my Shakeology paid for. If I could earn a few extra hundred to like help pay for groceries, I was like really excited about that. We had massive credit card debt, to the point where we asked my mom to like consolidate all of our cards onto one with like 0% to like give us like a chance to maybe get like all of our debt paid off. So credit card debt was huge. My husband worked overtime and he worked nights and I worked days and we were like strangers. It was a strain on our marriage. It was a strain on our finances. So just to be able to spend more time together and afford our day-to-day living, you know, we would look forward to income taxes because that's like, we would get a big chunk of money and that's what we would use to like live off of the whole entire year if something went wrong or something broke. So just to help in that area. And then Disney World, I really wanted to send my kids to Disney World, like not send them, I went to go with them. Of course, my kids. No, I wanted to take the whole family with, but that was like, we were so much credit card debt. Like, I'm like, how can we ever make this happen? And then I heard that Beachbody was sending some coaches that earned the trip to Disney World, like sending them there, like paying for it. And I'm like, say what? All right, forget about my freaking Shakeology. Like I want this trip to Disney World. I want to take my kids there. Game on. Like, what do I have to do that? Help more people? Okay. Help 3 to 5 people a month? Okay, I'm going to do that. Like, I'm going to make that happen.
Awesome. Yes. Yaritza, do you have any in mind?
One that came to mind was to buy a fixer-upper, save a bit to put into a house so that, when I have more kids and I get married and stuff, I have a house that I will be able to make my own without having it be done.
Yeah.
Student loans is a big one. Student loans is a very big one. And be able to stay home with kids without doing the whole nanny or daycare, because I work daycare. Daycare is so expensive, especially with the little ones. So trying to do that while maintaining a home and stuff would be fantastic.
That's awesome. I love those goals. Those are very awesome
Thanks.
goals. Samantha, do you have any in mind?
Yeah, I started small with paying for the shakes because sometimes I'm feeling guilty about even getting the shakes, even though I shouldn't because it's something for me. And just like helping pay the bills monthly. We do have some credit card debt, but we're also saving for a beach house. So that's like a huge goal, but we'll see.
I love that. And honestly, okay, so I'm going to go to now, like what are our goals now, right? So this is what we were wanting at first. And obviously you guys just got started. So those are ones that you had thought about, but let's fast forward, because what happens is you start reaching goals, right? As you're going through, you start reaching goals. And so we're going to list off just a couple of the things that we've achieved and now what our goals are. So Amy, you want to go first?
What I achieved and what my goals are. So
yeah. So name some things that you achieved.
This is what gets me to cry.
I love
yours. Cry.
Go ahead, do it.
Oh my goodness, where do I even start? We were able to send my kids to a Christian school because the school district that we were in was a really, really bad school district. And there was like no way out because we were stuck in this little end of a row home in the city and we had no way to get out of there. So we used every single penny that Beachbody brought in to send them to a Christian school. Eventually we were able to it's just amazing how family is the worst. They're like, you are never going to be able to have a single home in the country. You're never going to be able to afford that. And I'm like, game on. We were able to save up enough money to pay off our debt. We saved up enough money, like $20,000 to put down on our single gorgeous home in the country. Beachbody pays for every single mortgage payment plus an extra $200 a month to get this puppy paid off quicker. Beachbody does not guarantee any level of success or income. It all depends on your diligence and efforts as a coach. Okay. Just put in that disclaimer.
We don't say that. Okay, go ahead.
We did not make it to Disney World, but that didn't stop me. That did not stop me. We made it to, my whole entire family and my teenage boys made it to Punta Cana. We made it to Riviera Maya, Mexico. We got invited onto a cruise and I nicely declined because I get motion sick and would throw up. We're going back. Well, we were supposed to go back to Mexico, but COVID. And now we're going back to Punta Cana again. Fingers crossed, right? Yeah, it's absolutely changed our lives. And I had so many limiting beliefs that I would only focus on, like, I'm just gonna get my Shakeology paid for. And if I could help one person a month, like that would be amazing. I'll just be in the best shape of my life. And I didn't allow myself to dream bigger than that because I just thought like, I don't have a whole lot of friends on social media. I am not a business owner. I'm very simple. I keep things very simple. I'm not the brightest crayon in the box at all. So I was like, have all these limiting beliefs. So I just lived Shakeology, help one person, stay healthy, right? But as you continue to go through this business, you start to grow into this woman and this leader that you need to become in order to like help others and create a huge team of other women helping each other and changing their lives as well. So yeah, it's been God sent blessing.
Awesome. It really has. And I loved watching that whole process with Amy, like starting off in this like row home and then ending up in this gorgeous home with like this beautiful backyard and this oasis. I love it. So, so much fun. So I gotta say, for me, I never had to go back to work, and I almost had to. So I started dabbling in coaching, right? And I started earning some extra money. But when we built our home, like our dream home, right after we built it, my husband's income got cut by like 30%. And we were already really tight with this home, right? Like, and so I almost had to go back to work. But because I already started building up my Beachbody business, all I had to do was put the gas on a little bit more. And when I was able to do that, I didn't have to go get another job. And I was really, at this time, I had more children. I was not going back to work. I wanted to be home. And so it was for being able to build my Beachbody business that I didn't have to go back to work, which was or sell our home, which was amazing. That was such a blessing. But other than financially, I gotta say, I never thought I would have a huge group of women. Like, I didn't hang out with girls a lot in grade school and high school, right? I was like hung out with the guys, right? Kind of person. And not only that, I didn't think after having a lot of kids that I'd be able to find a whole group of people, of women, that not only were just kick butt, but always pushed me to be a better person, that never had cattiness between them, that like was always encouraging and welcoming and loving and non-judgmental, but still wanted the best for me. I just didn't think that was something that I would find. Like, it was not even on my radar. But now, like, yeah, we didn't get to just go on these trips that Amy's talking about. We got to go on these trips with a whole gang of awesome people that become your best friend, because they're all like working on their health and fitness. They're all working on personal growth. They're all like non-judgmental and want the best for you. And they all have like families and they get it. And they're in that lifestyle that you're trying to build, right? And so it's not just the trips, it's the trips with the awesome people. It truly is. I've been on trips with like just my husband, and it's like, cool, I love you, buddy, but like there's not a lot of funness going, right? So when you bring other couples together who are super freaking awesome and fun, it just explodes your excitement and enthusiasm throughout the entire trip, right? Not to say Jesse's not boring, like he's not boring, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? He's gonna hear this and be like, what? Yeah, buddy, like 1 night, 2 nights is good with just the two of us. Anyway, so much fun. I got to go on a cruise with them. We got to go to Mexico. I got to bring my daughter to Mexico with us. And now the trip that Amy's talking about, I'm going to bring my whole family. And I might even bring my mom too. So I'm going to bring my kids and my mom. And it's just so cool to be wrapped up in a community like this. It really, really is. So my biggest word of advice, I guess, would say, is keep going, even if your dreams are small. Like, if your dreams are small, just keep going and stay really close to the team, because you'll find that either your dreams will get bigger or you'll just feel so fulfilled being in this community of people who really have your best interest at mind, right? So I really highly encourage that. Stay close to the fire. If you've been with our team or in our challenge groups for any length of time, you know where the heart is of the team. And it has helped us in some of the hardest times of our lives to be close to the people on this team and be able to reach out when we need it, right? So not only do we have the most fun, but we also have the most supportive people that really are truly there for you. So I highly recommend that. I really do. And I hope you write down your goals and then go back to your coach and ask what you need to do to get those goals accomplished. So I will tell you now, if you want Shakeology, because that seemed to be like a theme, if you want Shakeology paid for, I highly recommend to help 3 to 5 people every month. If you want to go on, and I mean with a challenge pack, if you want to go on a trip with us, you help 5 people a month and you'll be on a trip, an all-inclusive paid for trip with us for you and 1 other person. So it's for 2. Okay. So 5 people a month, you help 5 people a month. So if this is one of your goals, 5 people a month with a challenge pack, you will be able to go on that trip all paid for. And if you're helping 5 people a month, you'll be able to pay for the flight too. So that's my word of advice. So 3 people a month, you pay for your Shakeology, you'll pay for everything that you use with Beachbody. 5 people a month, you go on a trip with us. All right. Now don't stop there. If you have big dreams, go for 10 people a month. Why not? Right. But those are the minimums I highly recommend sticking to. Now, if you don't want to do any of this and you just want to hang out and have fun, that's fine too. We love you. But if you're looking to achieve goals, those are the goals that I'm going to recommend. Amy, do you have anything to say on top of that? Nope, all done. Okay. That's basically what we wanted to go over with you. The last thing is ongoing training. So if you are ready for more training after this, right? You just learned all of your basics. You learned what you need to do every day, but you want to hone in on your skills and get a little better. And know how to track it. That's the other thing we want you to know. We want you to go into the coach office, click the training tab. So write this down, coach office, click the training tab, little whistle, right? Training tab. And then you're going to go, the tabs are like getting started. And the next one is Success Club System, I think is the name of it. So go to the coach office, coach.teambeachbody.com, log in, go to training, under training, go to Success Club System, and you're going to go right there. Right there, it has a couple, I think 4 different quadrants, right? 4 quadrants. And the first one, I think, is the actual tracking system, right? It tells you about the tracking system, tells you what to do in each sections of the tracking system. It'll help you stay organized with your business and on track of what you need to do every day. Now, we recommend if you have bigger goals, you just do those activities more each day, right? But either way, as a coach, you want to look at those activities to help you stay on track of what you're supposed to be doing. So just like you would for your health and fitness, I'm going to work out, I'm going to drink my shake, I'm going to get on the gym, the virtual gym, right? I'm going to log my meals. Those types of activities are for your health and fitness. The ones on this actually include those, and then give you other things to do for your business, like connect, invite, follow up, share on social media. So that's what we recommend. And that's it. Do you guys have any questions as to what to do next? Or about what we did during the training? Like, do you have questions about what we did during the training at all? No, we're just super thorough. That's what I'm going to chalk it up with if you don't ask me questions.
I do have one.
I have a question that doesn't go with that. Like, how, like, you have these goals, and when did you start? Like, how long was it when you set that goal till you were able to buy your house or your dream house? Like, how long was that process?
Good
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, great question. So I've been a coach for 10 years. I would say the first 2 years I was a discount coach. I just wanted the discount on Shakeology, nothing else. Then I just started dabbling in it. Now, this is what you got to keep in mind. When I signed up underneath my coach, she bailed. I had no support. I had no coach. I had no training. I literally failed forward every single step of the way. So it took me a lot longer to get from point A to point B. I'm just going to be completely honest with you. However, if I signed up today in this team with the systems and the support and the training that we have in place, I would have excelled so much faster, because I'm that person that's like, just tell me what to do and I'll do it, you know? So I would have gone a lot faster. We've been in this house for 4 years. I've been a coach for 10, discount for 8. We've been in this house for 4. It took me about 4 years.
Yeah.
And that's with nothing. Literally, national wake-up calls was about my level of training that I was given.
You know, that now that you say that, I gotta say my story is actually pretty similar, because when I got started under somebody else, and she quit too. And then her upline was real flighty, and I won't even get into that. So then Amy and I partnered up. Like, we realized we knew each other, but we didn't know we were both coaches. Does that make sense? We knew each other from the past. And then we both found out we were coaches, and we were like, Amy kind of convinced me really to join her.
Yeah, Coach Ashley and Kaylee kind of all joined me at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
This is the really amazing thing, because you might look at other people's businesses and be like, oh my God, they have so many coaches underneath them. Like, it's going to take me forever to get to where they're at. Income wise, if you like really want to like hit the ground running, you need to find your two people. You need to find your Ashley and your Kaylee. And that's really all you need, is to really like get the wheels turning in your business, is to have two business building coaches that really want to run and do this thing with you.
Yeah. So other things to keep in mind, it really depends on the amount of time you're going to put into it also.
Yeah.
I mean, truly it does. So like I took my business pretty, like at first I only put like half an hour a day into it. And then I decided to do a little bit more, but then, you know, like I did not really, but now, just now, after like 18 months of a pandemic, I decided to get a babysitter again. So now I have a babysitter every day for 4 or 5 days a week. And now my youngest is going back to preschool. So I will be able to continue to work that much, right? So I want to be putting in 3 hours a day. So, but before I was only half an hour to an hour a day. So it really, honestly, it depends. So some people might go very fast, and they might work it 8 hours a day so that they can earn 6 figures within the first year. And then other people just want their Shakeology paid for. So they just answer a couple messages, send a couple messages a day, and help a couple people a month. So it really truly depends on what you want out of it. And then talking to your coach and aligning what you want out of it and with the actions that you need to take. Does that make sense? And that's kind of what we were saying, like, all the coaches do the same stuff. Some just do more of it every day. So it really depends on what you want. Do you want 6 figures in a year? You're going to be working at least 5 hours a day, right? If you want to help a couple people, half an hour a day.
Yeah, but honestly, honestly, the business grows with you. Mm-hmm. Like, I started with half an hour if I felt like it. You know, like I didn't have my set business schedule where I'm like, I'm getting up like an hour early and working my business here. I'm going to work my business and do follow-ups and stuff on my lunch breaks. And then I'm going to do like an hour at night when the kids are like in bed. Like, I didn't have that set routine, and I just kind of was like, I'm gonna like kind of do this thing. Yeah. But like, if you really like set your business hours and stick to those business hours, and we're gonna talk about the business activity tracker real soon if you don't know what that is yet. But there's a section in the business activity tracker, that's section number 2, and I call that the income producing activities. Like, that's where you want to live and hang out. Like, if you're like, what do I need to do to like produce an income, help more people? It's the section 2 of the business activity tracker is where you really want to laser beam focus. And honestly, every time you do that, every single day you do that, you can pick up a pebble and put it on your pile. The next day, pick up a pebble. I did it. I invited people. I sent messages. I followed up with people. I drank my shake, put a pebble on your pile. And I'm telling you, in a year from now, you are going to look around and you're going to be like, where did this giant mountain come from? Like, oh my gosh, I was just showing up every like one pebble every single day onto that pile. And now you're looking back and you see this amazing mountain of people's lives that you're changing and impacting. And it's just the most incredible thing ever. So a pebble a day, and personal development, just staying close to personal development, because if nothing changes up here, nothing changes. Like, I had to grow up here and start believing in myself and learning to become a leader and an entrepreneur. And then that's when like things started really changing. So
true. What else? Yuritsa, did you have a question too?
Yes, she did.
Yeah, she answered it in the midst of all of that. So it was mostly about how long a day and how much, you know, when you're asking people when you're going through messages and stuff, roughly how long you would have to sit there and go through people's profiles and message them and stuff. So you answered it. So Good.
In a long sort of way, we
It's
answered.
a long way, but you answered.
Yeah.
We went around our mountain.
We jogged a little bit. Okay, sounds good. I wish I could give you a straight up answer. I mean, that would be great if we all knew that answer, but it really just depends on how much you're putting in.
I saw coaches that went like elite and to the like fast in a year.
So,
and
just
then-
to give you an idea, by the way, is the top, sorry, I gotta tell you, the top coaches make over $2 million a year. Just so you know. Like, you can go on there and look at the income disclosure statement. So if your other question is, how much can I earn? There is no limit. You can you can pass them if you want. There's no limit. It's unlimited.
You can pass
right?
us if you want. Go
pass
for it.
us, pass them. It really it doesn't matter where you are in the structure. It just matters how much work you're putting into it, right? So yes, they do earn that much, but I will tell you this, I have never seen any of them put in more than 40 hours of work in a week, ever.
Yeah.
They all have a very balanced life. So just something to keep in mind, like that's, yes, some of them, more than a couple of them make over $1 million a year. And then, you know, there's people who make zero. So that's, it really depends. When Amy said, you know, the income disclosure statement, it really depends on your effort and your time and your diligence and your perseverance and your patience. It really depends. It depends on all of that. So.
Do we stay in your group, or are we supposed to like do our own eventually?
So it's really subjective to the person. So if you say, Samantha, if you get like 5 customers this month and next month you get 5, and then you're like, wow, my group's kind of growing, then, and I kind of want to run my own, then I'd say, go run your own.
I can't run my own. I like your group, but I was, if we get kicked out of your group ever.
No, you won't get kicked out. I might encourage you if you have a huge team and I'm like, dude, I can't even find my customers in here because you're getting too big. Then I might be like, duh, you need to step up, Samantha. Go.
Hi.
But here's the thing, we all connect with each other. So Amy and I don't run groups together. You know what I mean? But we do a lot of stuff together. So yeah. Okay. So we're going to let you guys go. We want to respect your time. We wanted this to be half an hour, but you know, the non-question part was half an hour. All right. So have an awesome night and congratulations. We're super excited for you guys. I'm proud of you too. So good job. Oh yeah. She needs a picture. All right. Let's take a picture. You can tell I'm like really bad with that.
I am so good at it because like I just love to like post on, so I'm gonna do a boomerang on Instagram. So I just need you guys to look awake
You do like a hair flip for a bit.
and happy.
Okay.
All right, ready? I'm gonna do my little peace sign. You guys do whatever you want, but like make some movements. We're gonna boom. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, yay, you look so cute. I love it. I'll post it in our group so you guys can share it on social media. It's important to share what we do as coaches on social media. So, all right. Thank you so much for hopping on and congratulations for helping your first person. So excited.
Bye guys. Have a great night.